I'm Ruben, and this is Tech Enthusiast. Hey, and welcome back to the channel. So I have here Microsoft's second generation wireless display adapter. And this is essentially the equivalent of an HDMI cord that can do everything an HDMI cord can do, but it is simply done wirelessly. So not only does this allow you to send a wireless signal from just about any device, whether it's Android or Windows, to anything that this adapter is connected to. And so it uses a feature, a standard feature called Mirrorcast. And the idea behind that is that it's a standard. So most things will have that ability to connect. This is actually a feature that is built into most television sets. If it's made within the last few years, more times than not, you can automatically cast from your cell phone or your tablet to your TV. But in the rare case that you cannot, or you actually want to connect wirelessly to, say, your display for your computer, then that's where you'll need one of these. And again, I mentioned that this is the second generation for Microsoft's wireless display adapter. What I think is so cool about these is just like a regular HDMI cord that you would run from, say, your laptop to an external display. You can also send not only high definition video, but you're also sending audio as well. So we're going to talk very quickly about the differences between the second generation here, as well as what comes in the box very quickly. All right, so go ahead and move that out the way. So first thing that comes in the box is just going to be your little guide that gives you a heads up on where to connect it, how to connect it, tips and tricks, that sort of thing. All right. The other thing is just kind of a warning of sorts and a lot of fine print, the end user license agreement, that sort of thing. Now, the adapter itself is here. And so you've got the portion that is the HDMI connection, and you have the other end that you would need to plug in to power this, because it does require, of course, to be powered. Now, they do give you an additional cord here because this, the way it's designed, can be a little difficult to plug into certain spaces, and it may be too short. So the idea with the extra cord here is you're simply going to plug this in, and then from there, you're able to power using that piece there. And of course, again, that is your HDMI. Now, there's one other piece that comes in the box. This little plastic piece here. And the idea with this is you're simply able to protect both ends of the adapter when you are moving it. So that's a really good piece to have and to use. And the idea is, again, by plugging in both the USB end and the HDMI end, you're able to protect it when you throw it into your luggage, into your pocket, or anything like that. It'll keep it from getting damaged. What I really like about it is over the first generation, which I had for a long time, the connection is much more reliable. It's much stronger. This has about a 30-foot range from what you are casting from to the actual adapter itself. So we're talking about the signal being much more reliable. Also, the design of it physically is much improved. On the original one side of it was actually about as long as these two pieces put together. So what they've done is they've divided up kind of the internal components to be evenly on both sides. Why is that important? Well, it's important because this is designed to go into a TV. If you have your TV mounted on a wall with the first generation, it was simply too large to go behind some TVs that were already mounted on the wall. But thankfully, with this second generation here, you're able to easily connect this into the back of most TVs, not all, but most, especially if they are mounted onto the wall. So a great design change there. So next we're going to look at the default display screen on this version of the adapter, and I'm going to show you a couple of tips and tricks on how to connect. All right, so I have gone ahead and I have reconnected the second generation Microsoft wireless display adapter to my monitor. And so the first thing that you'll notice is that the name of the adapter itself is going to be in bold along the top of the screen here. So in this case, it's connection. It's letting you know it's ready to connect. Now this shortcut here, the Windows button and K, only applies to a Windows computer. So if you are trying to connect to this adapter via another method, the connection method may vary. It simply lets you know to press the Windows plus the K button on the keyboard to connect, or connect with the Action Center on a Windows computer. Now, it reads down here, for firmware updates and custom settings, download the Microsoft Wireless Display Adapter app from the Microsoft Store. So we'll go ahead and show that in just a moment. And the other thing I wanted to point out is you've always got your version of firmware for the adapter located in the bottom right-hand corner. So let's go ahead and look at that software. All right, so I've gone ahead and reconnected Microsoft's second generation wireless display adapter to my monitor. And so what's really cool about this is, again, this is a wireless connection. And so the laptop that I have connected to the adapter is about 6 feet away currently from where this display is. And so if you'll notice, this image on the right is the image that was in the video just a moment ago. But you can actually change the defaults to different background images, or you can actually upload your own, which is quite different than the original version 1 adapter, which just had a plain black screen, and you weren't even able to change the adapter name, which you can actually do here. Actually, you know what? On second thought, I believe you were able to change the adapter name on the first generation, but you certainly weren't able to change the background to kind of make it a little more lively, as well as update your own. You can also choose your English here. And under the second tab over here, Update and Security, this is where you're going to find your current firmware version for the adapter, as well as you can decide whether or not you want to enter a PIN when connecting to a new device, or you can even require a password to change the adapter settings for additional security. Now, one thing I want to mention is that I believe in order to update the firmware, you want to make sure that you have a Windows computer somewhere nearby, because there isn't a way that I know of to be able to update the firmware on the adapter to make sure it is up to date. So that's just everything I wanted to show you regarding the version 2, the second generation of Microsoft's wireless display adapter. Thanks for watching. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, please press the like button. Please consider subscribing to this channel. And from one tech enthusiast to another, God bless.